Hi, it's Peter Drew and welcome to the Evo 4 Plus GPT-4 Turbo API video. And as a bonus, if you wait till the end of the video, I'll show you the prompt that created this amazing image. Okay, so just wow. This is what we've been waiting for with Evo and AI for a long time. OpenAI have just released this statement. We're rolling out new features and improvements that developers have been asking for. Yes, they have. Our new model, GPT-4 Turbo, supports 128K content and has fresher knowledge than GPT-4, which means it's accessing more recent data than GPT 3.5, which was 2021, and it supports 128K context in a prompt. That means you can load up an entire novel in a prompt and tell that prompt to give you whatever sort of information you like about that novel in the form of an article or a report or anything you like. You can have it written by Dan Kennedy as the best. You can get Dan Kennedy to review that 128K of textual content, a full novel, and write out sales copy based off that content in the style of Dan Kennedy, just like that. And so we're figuring out how to implement all of this into Evo 4. Number 2, Assistance API and new tools, Retrieval and Code Interpreter, thank you very much, will help developers build world-class AI assistants within their own apps. Yes, it will. Allowing what Code Interpreter allows you to do is upload files which you can then extract data from and manipulate in any form or fashion that you like. So with SEO, hello, it just opens up a brand new world. 3, the platform is becoming multimodal. GPT-4 Turbo with vision, that means it can read images. DALL-E 3, which is the best image generator on the planet if you want text inside your images, which is, of course, we do. And text-to-speech are all now available to developers. Text-to-speech means that using these amazing prompts, we can create amazing article content, build websites, and then put accessibility features up the top where, listen to this article, click here. We can do that automated now in Evo 4. Not right now, it's coming very soon. And it says we're doubling the rate limits, which is cool. We've hit our rate limits in Evo 4 3 times, which meant we had to bump up to the next level. We're at the max level now, so hopefully we won't need to do that. There's the official link. Now, what I'm doing now is reading out an email I sent to everyone. But this information is so important that I thought I'd better do a video on it too. In fact, I'm doing 2 videos. So in simple terms, we can use Evo 4 that are up. We can use prompts in Evo 4 that are up to 128K in size. This means as part of your prompt, you could enter an entire novel as part of your prompt if you liked, and tell it to produce a 10,000 word article using the theme of professional or educational, or rewritten by the best sales copywriter that's ever existed. And it will produce that content for you as little or as much as you like. So how do we introduce this into Evo 4? Our heads are spinning here, believe me, and they are. Like, this came out last night. I sent it to all the team. We had a meeting this morning, and we're brainstorming different ways we can implement it into our Evo 4 infrastructure. My initial thoughts are we add what we call an e-box, a new section that acts like a sandbox where you can experiment with your own prompts right inside Evo 4. And if you find a prompt that you love that produces amazing content for your bucket sites, click on save and you've got it there forever. Plus there'll be a spin tax feature so you can spin the content an unlimited amount of times. Plus adding a save feature so you can save your best prompts to use at a later date. That's eBox 1. eBox 2 is basically the same but for DALL-E 3. And OpenAI's amazing image generator. What makes this better than any other AI generator is that this one creates text in your images just like this example. Where is it? So I've got an audio guy who comes out and works on our cars and adds different audio. I've got one car that's got a mad sound system in it, and so I took a photo of his little badge, and then I just came back to the office while I was working on my car and I produced 10 of these for him. Audio unlimited sound installations. Very, very cool. Like, how sweet is that? This is the best image generator for our specific use because it adds text. And if you're promoting a product, you can now get the name of the product in amazing images. And I'll be doing tutorials on each of these different sandboxes to give people starting places where to go so you can produce content like this in seconds. Or this one. How amazing is that? An Evo member whose friend is producing a new movie requested I help them out for a poster. This was the result, and all they did, one of our members said, oh, I've got a mate who's making a movie and this is what it's about. So I just literally copied and pasted what he put in the PM to me into DALL-E 3, boom, and we got this. I think I made about 12 different images, and this is one of them, all based on really basic prompt. Once created, the image will be presented with the base 64 content of that image. That means in Sandbox you create the images that you want, and below the image will be a text field with the base 64 of that image, which you copy and paste into the WYSIWYG creator in Evo 4, and then that image will magically appear on every site that Evo 4 builds for you. Very, very cool, wherever you place it in the site. And thirdly, there's text to speech, TTS, or text to speech. That means Evo can now read your article content, then present a schema presentation of your article in audio. So at the top of the page, we can, I don't know what text we'll use, you can put any text you like, but it'll say, you can listen to this article, it is this long. Press play, and instead of reading the article, you can listen to it. And as we know, which gives Google another reason to rank your site above its competitors, providing that extra accessibility option which Google loves. So this is what we've come up in the next day in a meeting after this huge OpenAI announcement. This is what we're up to within 24 hours. Now it's your turn to crank over those brain cells and come up with novel ways to implement these new features. These new massive AI features and how we can implement them in Evo 4. So if you guys have got any ideas, let me know and we'll do our best to implement them in Evo 4. Now with 128k prompt, Evo 4 now has the ability to mass create the absolute best content on the web. Full stop. I'll be releasing tutorial videos about prompting once we get these new features added. I'll probably invite people in to do a live Zoom prompt lecture discussion. So if you've got any amazing prompts, record them down and keep an eye out for that email and jump in on the Zoom meeting with us, and we'll all have a brain session about prompting and we'll do it live. So that's where we're up to. As you can tell, I'm pretty bloody excited. So write down all your thoughts about ways we can implement these new features into Evo 4, ways you'd like to see them appear, and we'll go from there. Very, very exciting time, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, hang on. I'm going to show you that prompt. Okay, so here's the image and the prompt. This is how I prompt ChatGPT. I have a conversation with it to give it as much information as possible about what I want it to do. So I give the full story every time. I can type fast so it doesn't take much time. And this is the prompt I drafted and sent a long email. OpenAI just released many features to their API. This is then below, so I copied and pasted that from here. copy and paste it straight into the prompt, and then this is where I go into the story. I own an SEO software called Evo 4. This uses AI to help create content and builds websites based on that content for my customers. With all these new features provided by OpenAI's API, we are able to add these new features to our Evo 4 software, including much better article content, much better images created by Evo 4 to go on the websites created. With all these new features provided by OpenAI's API, we'll be able to add these new features to the Evo 4 software, including much better article content, much better images created by Evo 4 to go on the websites created, plus we'll be adding audio section to our websites for people with vision disabilities. So our product will be far superior than what it was and way better than our competitors. Can you create a prompt that I can use to represent all of this in a wide image for me? Also has to have the text overlay saying Evo 4 plus GPT-4 Turbo, and this is in what it came up with straight away. Very cool. So then I thought I took it one step further, because I know I'm making a video, so I thought, so here's another example here. So the next prompt was, now I've fed it all the information, all that information is in the AI's memory, so now I can just say, that is amazing, now I need a similar one for YouTube thumbnail, but it must have a face that has a shocked look on it, please. And here is the thumbnail that you've already seen. Whoops, I'll just drag that down a bit. How cool is that? And this one, so I'm just going to edit out that misspelling. These are amazing images, and that is exactly how you make them. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.